Hello everybody, this is Katrina, the owner of COS Marketing Agency, and today we're going to talk about the ultimate guide to mastering content marketing in 2025. You do not want to miss out on this one. Stay to the end. It's like that. This is your ultimate strategy guide for all things content, and if you have no idea what that is, or you're new to marketing entirely, we will get into all of it. Rest assured, make sure that you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. Hit that notification bell so you could be notified about when we post, which is literally every single day. And we do long form videos like this every single week as well. All right, let's get right into it. So for those of you who are new and you have a small business and you're not sure what some of this is, content marketing is creating helpful, relevant content like blogs, videos, social media updates. These are things that will attract and build trust of your ideal clients. It is not about hard selling with this. It is just about value. And to you out there, dear viewer, who's thinking to yourself, well, if it's not about hard selling or necessarily selling at all, what's the point in doing that? Building value and addressing pain points is how you make money in 2025. People are done with hard selling. They're done with being harassed and, shoving it down their throats or whatnot. They want something that feels real and authentic, that's going to help them. Content is an interesting and creative way to do that. And that will also make you stand out from your competitors who are just too lazy or too boring to think about what to even do with their content. Do not get left behind. I'm telling you guys, especially if you have a service-based business, things where you're meeting people and going to their house. Trust building is number one. Content is just a small part of it, but it is still an important part of the bigger picture. Do not get caught up being left behind. So why does that matter more than ever? Why does content matter in 2025? Well, people are, in general, a lot of times turning away from ads. They want to see real, authentic content more and more nowadays. And Google's algorithms are actually saying, hey, we want to see regular content as part of an essential part of your search ranking, right? So having content now directly factors into Google whether they're even going to look at you or not to rank your website. I want that to sink in, right? This is a vital part of Google's algorithm, right? I led with the value. I'm leading with your customers first, but understand, without doing this, Google might not even really know that you exist. So here are some things that are changing in 2025. I've been talking about content for over a decade since I started my career. Here's what's new though, this year in 2025. Short form video is not a shocker. It's leading the way. But in terms of our short form content, it's moving and flowing and changing so much. Now you can actually post quote unquote short form vertical videos up to 3 minutes long depending on the platform. So the short form is getting shorter. A lot of the longer form is getting longer, shorter. It's just really about the design of the content. Those quote unquote short form videos are vertical, easier to see on your cell phone. So that's going to continue to trend regardless of the length of the videos. Actually, a lot of times those little mini vlogs for those vertical short form videos do quite well that are 2-3 minutes long. So rethink your content, rethink doing short form. If you're not doing short form content, you need to do that like yesterday. Also, having authentic local voices in your content outperform generic content by 1,000%. I mean, I can't even quantify. You need to have some kind of personalized edge, whether it's they're seeing the same people, the same team, these videos, same faces, same voice in that content, something where they can actually connect with other people. Otherwise, they're just going to scroll past. I hate to break it to you, this is reality. You need to have a face or faces of the brand. People connect with other people, even in 2025. Right? Also, updating old content, believe it or not, will boost your visibility. Go back into some of those posts. Repost them with repost features all over the place. That's extra content you throw in the apps right there. You guys are just not doing that. The click of a button, boom, you got stuff to fill in those in between there. And you can also go back to old content, refurbish it, right? what if you made some kind of predictions that didn't come through? Hold yourself accountable and say what we got right, what we didn't get right. Use old content and make it new, right? You do that with style, right? Why not do that with content? I say, why not? Let's look at some of the pros of implementing some of these things in your content. Paid ads. Utilize organic marketing like content to get traffic to your website and your platforms without always having to run an ad. I mean, it saves you a ton of money in the long run as well. So to me, it's a no-brainer. Also, again, positions you as the go-to expert in the field. Now, I'm going to be real with you. There are just a few cons to this strategy. So keep this in mind. It takes time. It takes time to learn how to do it yourself. Saying you're going to be consistent with something is easier said than done. Look how many people say, new year, new me, I have a workout plan. And then a month or two in or a couple weeks in or whatever, they give up, right? That consistency is the hard part. Anything can be learned. This is not rocket science. Creating content is as easy as it's ever been. When I started 10 years ago, forget about it. This stuff used to take me 10 times as long. Now I can create content quicker. But that's also because I took that time to research, to learn, to be immersed in it. And I found joy in the process. If you don't find joy in the process, it's not something you want to do, I suggest you hire somebody else because it's really all about that consistency. Go into it with a clear strategy. If you're not a strategy person, this is not for you. This is not something you can just dive into and just hope for the best, right? Don't overthink it, but have a strategy going into it. And also, this is the last most important part that might be a con for some of you. Results are never going to be instant. I don't care who you heard that went viral overnight. There's always the exception to the rule. There's always the 0.00001% that people see because it's interesting and flashy or whatever. But the reality is you're going to have to grind. You're going to have to be consistent and persistent. And over time, you will get followers and you might have something that goes viral, but it ain't going to happen overnight. And unless you are committed to the process, all of this could be a wash. It has to be something, again, that you are very interested and invested in doing, or you hire somebody to do it for you. So that's my spiel about content marketing strategy in 2025. Now we have a lot of videos on the subject on social media, editing, direct tutorials to show you how to do some of this stuff, a lot of strategy, a lot of how-tos, pros, cons in between. We got it all on our channel. Check that out, hit that notification bell. And if you ever need help with your advertising, keep us in mind. We set up a free marketing strategy for you to go over your current online presence and see where maybe we can help you fill in the gaps with your current marketing strategy or develop you one from scratch, which we can do and we're happy to do so. Our phone number is 407-334-9378. You can also reach us at cosmarketingagency@gmail.com. And our website, of course, is cosmarketingagency.com. Thank you so much, guys, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.